无量天尊，无量寿福, my dear Dao friends. I'm very happy today about the maybe a little bit late, but better late than never Dao Talk Live. I had a consulting now with a Dao friend from different countries, so I had to talk with him about some special practices to help him. So I'm very sorry this late time to stream this live stream, but again, better late than never. And today the topic is walking meditation. As I mentioned before to you, we have 4 pillars of meditation practice, and we call it this way because it has all internal practices with it. The word meditation, like I mentioned before, is not a good term in fact, but to make it more simple we use this in Western language. But sitting meditation is, for example, Jingzuo or Dazuo, also called. Jingzuo is different from Dazuo, but if we go on the second level of meditation practice, then maybe I'm gonna teach you a little bit more about the specific details. Welcome to all my Dao friends from all around the world to join us watching today's Dao Talk Live. I'm very happy about all you guys' feedback. I get a lot of messages in the private messenger. So if you are more comfortable with your issues talking to me in private messages, then welcome to do that. You're also welcome to comment any questions related to the practice. Well, any questions about Taoism, welcome to comment them also under the videos. And again, I upload all the live streams every week and on YouTube, so you're also welcome to watch those. Today's practice, walking meditation, again is the 4th pillar of our meditation practice. We had sitting meditation right at the beginning. We started these live streams. We had standing meditation, and then also had the sleeping meditation. I taught you the most basic practices each time, and so I will do also today with the walking practice, walking meditation practice. And this is a very good practice if you, for example, standing pillar, Hunyuan Zhuang, or any standing position, and after you practice you want to continue with some movements, you can do the walking practice after the standing. Also, like, this is my experience, my practice when I started learning this, when I practiced this with some uncle or some shifu, my shifu, and we would practice standing and walking for like 3 months, nothing else, just walking and standing, and this 3 times or 4 times a day. And sitting, of course, in between. So this was like this: in the morning, standing, then walking, and then sitting, then have a little rest, then again the same program, and then again and again. So this was the basic practice every day. So could you imagine how the really practices in the temple, or how the practices of the Taoists in the Wudangshan? It is not easy, but you get really good results. If you do 100 days of this basic training every day, if you have the time only one time a day, or if you have the time 2 or 3 times a day, then you can do it and you're gonna get really good results in your own practice. And it's a foundation building practice. So the practice I teach you with sitting meditation, standing meditation, and sleeping meditation, this is all the same. If you do the foundation, if you want to build a strong foundation, you do it for 100 days, for 3 months, and a few days more, and then you're gonna have really good results, and you're gonna continue with this, even have better results. So Bairegung is a very important sentence, yeah, and today you're gonna hear a few more sentences I even dreamed about when I was starting this practice, and it was like a mantra, if you want to call it this way, yeah. 脚跟不能起来, yeah. 脚跟不能起来. This means the heels cannot lift up, and this is very important for today's practice, walking meditation, walking practice. So welcome everyone to join our live stream, and I start teaching you now, so I hope you can still hear me when I'm walking over there. So I made a little space. You actually don't need a lot of space, just a few square meters, and we do circle walking for today's purposes. You can also do straight lines or like zigzag, whatever you feel most comfortable with. There is of course certain details I'm going to teach you today about the circle walking, and then there is also different details about the straight and zigzag walking. If you want to do it, then maybe we can continue with this practice, or I teach you on another occasion, on another Dao talk live about the walking meditation. For today's practice, we're gonna start walking in circles. So first, I want to tell you more about after we practice the standing. Yeah, we shouldn't just finish and walk away or finish and do our daily task. We need to have some time to adapt back to the normal life, because when you stand for 10 minutes, then there is no problem in just going. But when you stand for 1 hour, your body, your mind is basically in a different place, and you need to call it back, yeah, if you want to say it this way. And we have a Shogun practice. Today I will not talk about the Shogun practice, but just for your information, in the coming days I'm also going to show you a full set of the Shogun practice, the ending practice. Yeah. So when we do the standing, yeah, we do our Shogun practice, and I always recommend to all my students, to all my disciples, that when you do the practice of standing for a long time, you also should develop the habit of doing the walking practice afterwards. It is very important to do this together, because one is still standing and one is moving, but it's still all very internal practice. So we're gonna start with a different hand position. We had the Hunyun Zhuang position for the standing. So today we do the Wuji Zhuang position, or the Wuji position. We call this Wuji position in our standing practice system. We also can stand like this, but for the purpose of walking, we turn the hands inwards, so the fingers point to each other. Yeah, so we can have a more round up position of the arms. As you can see, it is very round, yeah, and not straight. We have round arms, and of course through the twisting, or from the twisting, your muscles gonna tense up a little bit. So this is also something for the harder practice. Yeah, when you feel is not comfortable, you could also straighten up the fingers pointing forward. But the way I practice this, I just tell you, yeah, it's not a big secret. It's just hard practice, hard as hell. You turn inwards, and then you could carry stones like or this way also. Yeah, the way you hold a stone plate. Yeah, we start with small stones first, but then later with 20 kilo stone plates, and only catch with the fingers like this. So this also, during this walking practice, also can hold the stone, and this will also practice your grip. Yeah. Welcome everyone to start walking practice with me together. Today I teach you the most basic walking practice, the circle walking, yeah, the Zhouzhuan or Zhuanggong. Yeah. So I start with the fingers inwards. If you need something to have a circle, you can draw a circle, or just imagine a circle, or put something in the middle. Also, our friends who practice Bagua, our Dao brothers who practice Baguazhang, they know the circle walking, and we practice the mud stepping today. It's called Tangibu, and I will show you the position. I will walk the right, like the clockwise, yeah, in the right direction. So I start with the left leg forward, yeah. It is a little bit bent inward, the knees are bent, and the knees are in the same line like the feet, so you feel comfortable. It's the same like you sink down during the standing position, the lower back is straightening up, your hips are falling down like this, and you let everything flow down, like 松下去, yeah, 放下去. 松弓, 放松. Yeah. Okay, then we start moving forward, the weight is moving forward, we open the hips, and now we pull the feet beside each other. Like the right foot is the rear foot right now. It might be mirrored, so it doesn't matter. You also walk the left way, the counterclockwise, so it doesn't matter which direction you start. Yeah, there is a good saying: on rainy days you walk clockwise, on sunny days you walk counterclockwise. Yeah, so you always have a very good mix up of the practices. Yeah, so again, we move from this is 64 or 60-40, 6-4 stance. Yeah, the weight is in the back first. We push forward and opening the heel, opening the hips. Yeah, and with the closing of the hips, we pull our feet beside. Yeah, Gembu, yeah, Gembu. And as you can see, I don't lift my heels like this. I just let the foot lifting up very slight, yeah, and move forwards, like sliding or like levitating over the ground. Yeah, it is called mud step because if you are stuck in the mud, you cannot pull out your feet. You need to slide through it. That's why it's called mud stepping. Because you don't also, very important, yeah, we don't slide like this. We don't touch the ground. If you see somebody practicing Baba like this, or also do the toes to the ground first, yeah, this is a very wrong practice. I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but this way of practicing the stepping, the mud stepping, is not the right way. And if you practice this over a long time, you're gonna hurt your joints, you're gonna compress your joints, also you're gonna hurt your tendons of the feet, of the knees, of the legs, and it goes up until you have pain in the back from the wrong stepping. So again, we start this way. I go a little bit backwards so you can see more. Yeah, move forward. So here's a point in the middle. Yeah, I'm moving around the circle like this. So my first step, the front foot goes inwards. Yeah, I move, put the foot beside, yeah, and now I'm in the very sunken position, and my weight is on the outside foot. Yeah, now it's my left foot. So I move the right foot forward, the inside foot, and it goes in the same direction. So I step like on this circle, on this rim of the circle, yeah, like this. So again, moving forward, opening this way, and closing again. And while I'm closing, the hips pull the foot beside us, right? So it's called Gembu. Now the weight is on the inside foot. Again, lifting up, yeah, lightly, slightly, only a little bit, lifting up the foot, moving forward, and then pulling back. So now I did 2 steps, so I moved 1/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Opening, as you can see, I'm always opening the hips like this and closing them again. 1. And when I do the step, I move down. I let the weight sink. Yeah, with my back straight. Yeah, straight up back, sunken chest. All the principles I teach you before in the video of the Hunyun Drang, of the standing practice, of the standing position. Yeah. Welcome to ask any questions. I can see it. During the live stream, there's a comment section here. So if you have any questions, welcome to ask in the comments. So again, we start from here. 1, opening, 2, closing. 1, open, close. Don't pull up your heels. 1, open and close. 2, open and close. So again, this was one round. I make it a little bit more faster so you can see it, watch it. Well, very good question from Sebastian. Thank you for joining us. How many steps? I just did 8 steps if I didn't miscount. But in fact, it is not very important for the beginning, for the meditation practice. If you like it, you can do it 8 steps around the circle. Like if you practice Bagua, for example, you do 8 steps. But you can also do any number of steps. It could be a very big circle. You could make a 16 steps, 20 steps circle. It doesn't really matter. Important is that you don't slide with your feet over the floor. Important is that you keep the focus on the inside, and especially now while you're stepping, while you're moving, also on the feet, on the heels. We say have a focus on the heels, on the feet. So when you do the stepping, it's the same like standing practice. You should relax, sunk in, breathing very relaxed, so you can do it for a long time. I just made one circle just for you to see how it's done, but you could do this for an hour. So when we practice, or when my students learn this, they practice for 40 minutes standing. They do 20 minutes walking circles or walking straight lines. It's the same practice basically, but it just has different directions. This one goes in the circle, so the feet are always going a little bit inwards. This is called Kaobu and Baibu. Kaobu is like the hook foot. So when you learn Bagua, you might know what I'm talking about. It doesn't really matter if you practice Bagua or not. This circle walking will help you also to develop internal strength. Also, let the chi flow very good, very freely. And if you need a good number on steps, then I just did 8 steps. You could also do 8 steps, but you could also do bigger circles. So then you do multiple steps or more steps. It's as you like, as you wish. So this is just a good example from my side to have a complete set of meditation practice. We have the sitting meditation where you just sit. We have the standing meditation. The sitting meditation is developing a calm mind and a calm heart and a clear mind, so you can focus on things. Like if you want to rewatch the video about the stillness practice, sitting practice, you're welcome to watch it, and you will see step by step we're going into the cultivation of Tao now. So when you sitting meditation, you start emptying your heart. So get a still heart, filling your belly, like the Tao Te Ching say, filling your body with qi, clearing your mind, so you can use your mind, emptying it, use your mind to focus on the cultivation. And then we do the standing. Standing is also for stillness practice, but also develops a lot of qi, cultivates a lot of qi. And the walking practice is again a very good counterpart to the standing, because you are moving, and then you can also develop the qi and bring it into the areas where you need it. If I understand it right, you mean the Bagua practice develop according to the heart? Okay, my English is really bad, so I hope I understand it right. So if it's what I understand is the stillness, the heart stillness practice is also could develop through this Bagua stepping. So this is why I teach you this 4 kinds of practice, stillness or internal cultivation, because not everyone likes to sit, not everyone likes to stand. And we didn't forget to mention the sleeping meditation practice, the sleeping position. Definitely not everybody is able to do this practice during the nighttime. So some of you, they like the more moving exercise or moving techniques. So this is also for you. If you can focus on the practice and calming your mind, calming your heart, and focus also first of all on the breathing. This way is maybe a little bit more focus on the movement, like I just mentioned, on the stepping. But you could also, like whenever you step out, inhale, yang. This is yang. For many of you, this is something very interesting, to be honest. The yang is the expanding part. So you step out, you expand, and you come in, you exhale, yin, you exhale. And then you sunk in, yin. You inhale, expand, so you do the step, and you exhale and come back together. So the in and out, the forward and then pulling the rear foot is also yin yang practice. So Taiji, in fact, Taiji is the yin yang symbol. So Sebastian, I hope this is what you mean with your question about the heart practice, heart develop. This is how I understand it. If it's not right, if it's not what you meant, please ask again or comment again. And stepping is again for those who really like after standing to do some movements. I had a conversation just earlier with some student, and he said he likes to do a lot of exercises after the standing practice, but after the standing you should not do too dynamic exercises, let's call them this way. If it's too dynamic, your chi gonna be flowing everywhere or spreading out everywhere, and you will not be able to collect it back. So when I tell you a very good, or if I may tell you a good way to practice is, if you have the time, you separate sitting and standing practice. You stand for a while every day if you can, and then after the standing you should be able to do walking practice, because the walking practice also strengthen or deepen your standing practice. So it is a very good harmony. You have the yin and the yang. It's gonna be developing together much better than you practice a single practice of this. So if you can also do meditation practice, then I would suggest to do the sitting practice, the sitting meditation during times like 23 to 1 o'clock in the night. If it's not a good time, you can just choose any time you like, but this is my recommendation. If you can sit the meditation, sitting meditation during this time, it's the 自时, the 自 time. So the yin energy, according to the yin yang taiji energy plan or the system, the yin energy during the nighttime is rising to its peak during this time, 23 to 1 o'clock in the night. So you have more beneficial or benefits from this practice during this time It doesn't mean it doesn't benefit you if you don't practice during this time, but it is the best time for internal practice. Also for standing meditation. But many of you might have the issue of having to sleep at night, so you might have problems to stand that late. So if you can stand, you could also stand during the evening times. I recommend definitely between 7 o'clock and midnight. If you can practice every day, it would be better. For the walking meditation, again, it should be go along with the standing practice. So after standing, Shogun, the ending practice, which we gonna talk in the coming days, talk about, and I teach you a part or a formula or a system of exercises is called Shogun. The ending exercise for the, I always do this movement because it is part of the movement, is part of the Shogun. So if you have any question, please welcome. Even after the live stream ends, this video gonna be online for anyone to watch. Every week we're gonna upload those on YouTube, so you can have the playlist and watch them from the beginning to the end every day. So there's another question of my friend Mark. Welcome to watch it, Mark. Ni hao, zibei, zibei. Well, me personally, yes, I do the sleeping meditation, but you know, I'm past the focus on breathing, because when I breathe in, like, 我中国朋友，我现在不吹牛啊 this is real, and I inhale one time, exhale one time, and all the qi flow in any direction I want. So this is because I practiced this for many years, and of course it starts with focus on the breathing all the time, focus on the breathing all night. And there is also techniques on strengthening the belly breathing, the abdomen, lower abdomen breathing, and I teach you a little secret of mine, because I wanted to have a very strong breathing technique, because breathing, or the breath, the air, the qi, in Chinese is called qi, is what is life. So the qi, to practice qi, is most important for the basics. So your question is about my meditation practice. I do not focus on the breathing all night, because I do practice on a different level. Now I started with breathing and focus, like I mentioned. I sleep like this, and I hold my hand on the belly so I can feel the belly go out. I inhale, and the belly go in, I exhale. So while you focus on the breathing, you can also do the counting, like I mentioned on the meditation, on the sitting meditation video, the stillness cultivation video. And this is the same way. It's basically, you can just mix up the practices with the same basic breathing technique. You focus your breathing, you count the breathing, you count the breath. So when you can, through this practice, clear your mind, you can use your mind during the meditation practice, during the sitting, standing, or sleeping, or walking practice, and do things with your mind, which means you can use your mind. If it's clear and focused, you can do a lot of things with this. I will not get into deep today about this, but here's what I just said, a little secret about the breathing technique. You sleep with a stone. I always slept with a stone. I slept with a stone for many months. First it was a little stone, a little brick, and then later it became a big rock, and I sleep with it. That time also, of course, you need a different position. You sleep on the back, or you practice on the back, and you put the stone on your belly button, or a little bit lower than this, and you always, with the inhalation, you need to push it up. So now I even have the habit, when I lie on the back, and I often do practice also on the back. Even I mentioned during the sleeping meditation video that this is not a good sleeping position. I do a lotus seat, put the legs, cross the legs like a lotus seat, and then I lie on the back, and I hold my hands just on the belly button to deepen my breathing, yeah. And when I inhale and exhale in a deep meditation, I don't know if I even inhale or exhale. And how it's done is when you start counting, slower down your breathing, and through this stone practice, with sleeping with a stone on the belly, or practice with stone on your belly, the breathing, you will develop a very strong diaphragm, and this way you can also inhale a lot more, and your lungs gonna expand. And here's another thing about my practice, because somebody asked before about my meditation and breathing practice. That time when I started with this practice, I also count the seconds I inhale. I hold my breath for a certain time, and then I exhale for a certain time. So I also play the bamboo flute, the Taoist music, bamboo flute, and I can hold a sound, a clear sound, for 45 to 55 seconds. This is my record. I didn't practice, or I didn't check the timing for a long time. Maybe it should be a thing for the next coming days. I will check it for how long I can still hold the sound. So if you can exhale for 45 to 50 seconds and you inhale for the same amount of time, you have a breath every 2 minutes almost, if you keep holding it. So this is not a normal way of breathing, of course. You need to have a very, very low heart rate, and this is coming also with the meditation. Deep meditation. I'm not talking about sitting here. Sitting meditation is also can do deep meditation, but if you want to have very good results in a shorter amount of time, you do it in a sleeping position, because then the body completely can relax. And if just the problem is that people or practitioners tend to just fall asleep and then dream the whole night. So it is hard work to not fall asleep from your mind. You need to be aware, you need to be awake in your mind, but your body need to rest. And then there will phenomena coming. I will not get too much into this one. My dear Tao friends, welcome to watch this episode Tao Talk Live. And we just came a little bit off the topic of today, but I'm welcome. I'm happy to answer all your questions, and you're welcome to ask them in the comment section. So we just had a question about the breathing technique, the breathing practices. So if you want to get more information about this, or want to ask any questions, welcome to contact me. A lot of Tao friends from all around the world already send me a message or contact me via email, via the Facebook Messenger, and you're also welcome to post any comments under the videos if you have questions or anything related to Taoism, Wudang Kung Fu, Wudang culture. I'm happy to answer if I can. So I also today, because we have German Tao Talk Live, I just think about I could also announce it this way. We have a German Tao Talk Live, and this German Tao Talk Live is also about the pre-Christmas time. We have a gift box, a gift package with really nice things. For those who only understand English, might not be listening to the German Tao Talk Live because you don't understand it. But we have a little announcement of a gift thing. I don't know how to say it right now because I'm looking at the things right now. If you hashtag Discover Taoism on anything I post, on anything of the German Tao Association, Deutsche Taoistische Vereinigung, if you hashtag Discover Taoism, or in German it's called Entdecke Taoismus, these two hashtags are part of the gift competition. It's not a competition, because we just make a how to call it. Maybe somebody of you can help me very quick with the right word. Yeah, we do a poll. It's called a poll, I think. Yeah, we just let everyone hashtag, do a comment with the hashtag Discover Taoism, and you can win something. If it's a person or if it's a winner from America or something, that's why we started only with German and Austria, because the book is actually written in German. Yeah, but there's still some other nice gifts on there. And this book, I just show it. It's here. I just show it. Okay. So first of all, we have it's a German version. The English version is still not published yet, but we're gonna publish it soon. This is the Tao Te Ching. Yeah, I translated the Tao Te Ching into German language, and this special edition, yeah, limited edition, we call it the white edition. Yeah, like some of my Tao friends, they just start calling it the white Tao Te Ching or the white edition, the white book. Yeah, the white edition has to each chapter 81 chapters, 81 paintings of Zhu Dashi. Yeah, my dear friend and cooperator, Master Zhu Juyi from Wuhan. He is a master painter and he paints, well, this way. He paints each chapter one painting. So it is a treasure, and we treat it this way. So I'm going to give it away. We do a giveaway. Yeah, right. This is called a giveaway. Yeah, but you all need to, if you want to win this, you need to hashtag Discover Taoism on any posts of us, any posts of the Wudang Germany, of the German Taoist Association, or my private thing. Beautiful English version will be available in the new year. Yeah, in the next year, right? Not during New Year, but we are in the editing period, editing phase, yeah, of the English version. And my dear student and my dear disciple Elizabeth from Canada, she's helping me with this, and I'm very grateful. So her name will be in the book as the English translator, of course. This is translated from Chinese, the classical Chinese. I translated it. It took me about a year to translate this book, and it is a good translation, 101. It's not an interpretation with some own ideas. I didn't do, and this is on purpose, I didn't do an explanation on the book yet. We are planning this for the next 2 or 3 years, because I'm really busy teaching Taoism all around the world. We do a 2020 autumn or fall tour. Is fall in English, it's fall in American English, right? We do an autumn tour to North America. I'm going to teach Taoism, especially the Taoist scriptures and Taoist morning and evening ceremony, talisman practices in America. So if you're interested in joining that, please also contact me anytime. But again, this is only one part of the package. So if you want to see what else, yeah, we have, yeah, I'm really happy. I like to give away things because it is nothing big, but this is something for your own practice. And I think the book is something really nice. So here's our new volume 1 and volume 2 Taoist music. It's from a Taoist music, classical Taoist music collection. Yeah, and you're gonna find over 40 songs, Taoist music on here. And this is also a very nice gift, as I see it. Yeah, I like to give it away to people who really enjoy the Taoist music and also practice the ceremony, because some of the songs are especially from the morning and evening scriptures. So this is also in the package. And last but not least, yeah, and there's a fourth one, but I didn't announce it yet. There is some of this, but I will not show it right now, maybe in the next stream. Oh, I already showed a nice one. Here's the t-shirt. Yeah, our t-shirt from the Wudang Temple, Germany, and on the back is a Tianshifu, is a talisman for protection, and this one is also part of the giveaway package. So everyone can join us, yeah, and we're gonna choose the winner in a live poll. We're gonna have somebody, we write all the names down and have somebody of my students pulling the names during a live stream. So all the winners will be announced on the live stream. So you can be sure It's not chosen people, but chosen by the Tao, chosen by the fate. So I hope you enjoyed today's late night Tao talk. I should make it probably a habit, because in the English version, many of the American Tao friends watch it, and there's a big time differences. So maybe it's the afternoon or noon time. I don't have a clock here, and I hope you enjoyed today's Tao Talk Live. If you have any question, welcome to contact me anytime. If you have any feedback, I would appreciate it. Also, of course, critics. If you like to have anything I would like I should talk about, or if you have any topic you want me to teach or discuss during the live talk, you are mostly welcome to contact me, and just write me an email or Facebook message. Yeah, all this social media things is quite new for me, so I hope you are a little bit patient with me, because yeah, this is all new also for me, but I have a lot of feedback from you guys, and I'm very happy that you can use the videos and you get some impressions or ideas of what Taoism is, what Taoist lifestyle is about, and I'm definitely gonna continue with this. So yeah, from my day, this was a very long day. I was teaching the whole day, so I'm going to go to practice for myself now. And yeah, this is all from my side today. I'm very happy. I announced this giveaway. I'm really happy to give gifts away to my Tao friends all around the world. 慈悲慈悲，福生无量天尊。